This really has been a remarkably intense and really terrible day here in lower Manhattan. We are really, this is the area, this whole thing took place maybe 2.5 blocks away from the World Trade Center site, just to paint that picture. And this has become a heavily armed, heavily secured crime scene. They keep expanding it. We were only about 2 blocks away. Now we are like 3 blocks away. They keep pushing the press back because they are bringing in investigative crime scene forces from the FBI, the NYPD, the task forces here, NYPD investigators. We also have state police here tonight securing the scene, and we have investigators from the New York State Police. This all took place at about 3:05 this afternoon. It's on a bike path which is about the width of 2 cars. It's right along the West Side Highway, not far from the river. And basically, at around that time of day, you had the 29-year-old suspect drive his rented flatbed truck off the sidewalk onto the bike path, heading south. And as he headed south, he hit pedestrians, he hit people on bicycles, and he only finally stopped when he ran into a small yellow school bus. On board, there were 2 children and 2 adults. And as we sadly learned, there are 8 people that have died from this, and there are at least 11 others injured in the hospital.
What about the 11 people, Frank?
People who live down here in the area called Battery City Park.
Frank, what about the 11 people who are seriously injured? Are they in critical condition?
Yeah. We heard a variety of reports that have been conflicting on that. We've heard that some are in stable condition and some are in serious condition, but we have not been able to confirm any critical cases at this time.
And what more do we know about the suspect? We know he's an Uzbek national. Has he lived in New York? Was he traveling?
But what they've discovered so far is that he likely lived in Paterson, New Jersey. We've learned tonight that they have discovered a note. Now, we don't know where they've discovered the note from the suspect, but he was stopped in the state of Pennsylvania by police on traffic stops in 2012 and 2015. At the time of those stops, he had given an address as Paterson, New Jersey. That's really just across the river here, literally about 30 minutes away. So if they happen to be at where he lives in Paterson, where we are learning now, that is likely where they may have found that note. The note says he has done this whole thing in the name of Daesh, and that is a critical piece of evidence that is leading investigators to believe that this is an act of terrorism, and right now they're looking into whether or not he acted as a lone wolf and who may have inspired him.
But it is kind of being treated as a lone wolf incident right now by New York authorities, right?
Yes, it is. Both the NYPD and the FBI, federal investigators, are leaning towards him being a lone wolf actor. But what they really need to find out is, if that is true, how was he radicalized? What influenced him? Who were his associates? They have to, if they found that note that we just referenced just before, okay, did he make Facebook statements? Are they going through his social media, perhaps at this hour? We've noticed a lot more investigators here dressed up in moon suit type outfits. They're going along looking for additional clues along the pathway of where all the people were run down just behind me. So there are a lot of details that they're trying to nail down. This will be a crime scene throughout the night, and we hope to learn more in the morning.